My children are teenagers, two of them, and they're very plugged in and connected to global political events and the culture wars and immigration and Trump and the radical left and all of those issues. And they sometimes ask me questions on what I think about things, and I sometimes send them messages that I think is important for them to know. So I'm going to be sharing with you things that I have told my children on a few different issues, one being mass immigration, the other being transgenderism. Word for word, what I've told them. The government don't need the middle class anymore. That's why they're letting so many immigrants in. They know that AI is going to take everybody's job, so everybody is going to be jobless and fighting over territory. Then they will just lock everybody up. This whole keeping kids safe online rubbish that they're implementing in Australia soon, this is the government suppressing information from your generation because they want to brainwash you with their ideology and propaganda. They don't want you online learning things for yourself or finding out what's going on in other countries. It really makes me angry that a lot of the media outlets in Australia called us racist and neo-Nazis for marching for Australia on August 31st. It's so wrong. What about the people burning the Australian flag? Why don't they highlight that? The media is full of sellouts. They are trying to get people to hate their own country. The reasons for mass immigration is the government wants more voters, which is true, and also industry benefits from cheap labour. Personally, I think because this is also happening in the UK and Canada and elsewhere in the Western world, there is a globalist agenda or conspiracy going on where they want to cause civil unrest and cultural tension so that we all divide and fight one another and retaliate more, leading to the government enforcing new harsher laws which allows them to strip away more and more of our rights, implement harsher judicial decisions, censor what we say online, arrest us for speaking our mind online, and potentially introducing new surveillance technology onto us, monitoring us more, and it's all really worrying, to be honest. I think the globalist sellout government want us all crammed together, struggling and not finding housing and fighting with each other so that they can enforce severe punishments and incarceration numbers. They can exercise more powers over us. The Western world is just flooding their countries with foreigners who are committing crimes and they're not getting arrested. Transgender people have been doing a lot of shooting recently in America. There's a transgender person that shot those children in the Christian school while they were praying. I've realised that something demonic is going on with these trans shooters in the US. I don't know if it's the sterilising medication that they're on that allows the in, or if it's something to do with physically rejecting the body that God gave you, makes it easier to control the person. And what's more concerning is the left-wing controlled media encouraging them, radicalising them, and essentially responsible for creating a transgender army of angry soldiers to take out their enemies and political opponents. Think about it. The shooters have been targeting Christians and people from MAGA. I really don't want the trans ideology in schools here. It's demonic. They want to pervert the children. It's part of it. They've pushed the agenda through the science world and the psychiatry world. They turned a mental illness into something delusional that you're allowed to get away with. It's becoming impossible for people to criticise trans people online. People are getting arrested for it. I don't want anyone from our bloodline becoming trans, like any of my grandkids. I say this to my sons. There is no such thing as a transgender child. It starts with the changing of the gender. Then the next step will be transhumanism, yeah? Like upgrading to be part robot, cyborg shit. It's starting now with the children. It's diabolical. It's evil. It's anti-human. It's an agenda, as in Satan's agenda. We are truly in a holy war. But luckily we are on the right side of it, being Christian. And when you have kids, please raise them to believe in Jesus and that it's special to be human. I hope I'm still alive when Jesus comes back. I don't want to see any robotic children in my lifetime. I think Jesus is going to come and wipe out all the sellout robotic humans that want to trade in their humanity. Being a human is a gift. It should be treasured. People who can tell what truth is and have God in their hearts know what is really going on. The West is falling apart, and God is helping Trump to try and fix it. The political parasitic left use the "we need to keep you safe" line. We need to keep you safe online by protecting citizens from hate speech. We need to keep you safe by forcing the jab into you. Up next on the menu is we need to keep you safe by getting you to verify yourself with a digital ID and give us access to your whole life and spending habits and social media posts. That's why I'm going ballistic on Facebook at the moment while I still have the chance to speak my mind. They want to control us from the digital realm, maybe even program us to upload our consciousness to that realm. As Christians, we need to be very, very careful with what we consent to in the future. If they want to implant chips into our bodies or our hands, do not fucking do it. And don't let your kids do it. They are already successfully psychologically turning people into mind-controlled robots that parrot what they see on the left-wing media. They want to extend that into us being actual physical robots. That's their goal. It's a complete perversion of humanity. So I know it's dark, and I do talk about other things with my children and joke around and things like this too. It's not all serious and dark like this, but I need to be real with my children if I want them to survive in this world. The West is under attack. It's frontline in the spiritual war. It isn't about left and right policy changing anymore. It's gone past that now.